episode 6 of my 10-part series of Bid Myths and Misconceptions. So this is one that the evaluator is going to read every word. This is not true. Most evaluators are looking for a skim read. Obviously, as we know, bids and proposals can be tens of documents or hundreds of pages, or it can be a lot less than that. You know, it might be 25 pages, 50 pages, whatever. But they have not got the time to read word for word. So this is where the idea of design and capability comes into play a little bit more. So we always want to have a well-designed document. This is why I'm keen on every kind of visual, from graphs, charts, tables, images, all sorts of things you can put in there, because it breaks up your text, if nothing else. If you can put in a well-designed chart or graph which exemplifies a point you've just made, they're more likely to come round to seeing that. So there's so much more that kind of goes into that. But this is why we always want to write concisely and with brevity, getting to the point clearly, answering their questions and their points clearly, whether they've given us a technical spec that they want us to address all the points of, or whether it's question by question. We don't necessarily want to go and drown them in detail or give them too much information. We want to get to the point quickly, but give them value in what they're about to read, because they are scoring you throughout that document. And also remember that a lot of these evaluators are taking time away from their normal day. There might be 2 of those, 3 of them in a room, and, you know, they're going to sit in that often windowless room, maybe. This is how I imagine it anyway. Maybe they've got 20 or 30 proposals to get through, and they want to make the right decision for their company or their business that is going to, you know, sustain them through the next lot of changes that they're looking for. So you always want to make it as easy as possible for them, because by just not really thinking about your process or your strategy and just writing anything, it doesn't do you any good. It's not good for your brand. You know, if they're reading something poor from you this time and they put out a proposal next year, chances are they're going to remember the other one. So if it's not done well, or it's not the right opportunity for you, sometimes it's not worth going for it in the first place. So do think about that before you kind of go in for these things. But do think that it is a skim read. No one's reading your work word for word, which is why you need to focus and think about what actually matters and what you actually want to include in your documentation in order to win said opportunity. Hope that helps.